Alright, hey guys, Anna here, back with another bathroom video, and today I'll be talking about Meg Thee Stallion's most recent IG story. Oh my god, is it? Okay, I got a little bit of lipstick on my teeth. Okay, yep, go on. But I'll be talking about Meg Thee Stallion. I'm like worried that my bathroom videos are becoming like a Meg Thee Stallion page, and I swear to God that's not all I talk about, but I'm just really interested in following this story and seeing where it goes. So hopefully you all have had a chance to watch the video. I think she went live on Thursday, August 20th, because today's 22nd. So yeah, I think she went live on the 20th, I want to say, talking about, basically just confirming that yes, Tory Lanez did shoot her. I just want to kind of explore a bunch of different feelings and emotions I have towards the live video and get you guys' feedback on it. I did have the opportunity to talk to a buddy of mine who's actually, they work in law enforcement, and I think they gave a pretty interesting perspective. This was like a casual conversation we were having, but let's jump into it. So the IG live video is about 7 minutes. If you haven't seen it, please go watch it before you hear my commentary on it. I don't want to spoil anything for you. Some of the things that stuck out to me that Megan said that really kind of like, before I go any further, I feel really bad for Meg. I think this entire situation is bizarre, unnecessary, and it really says a lot about in my opinion, the relationship between the black man and woman and the violence that plagues this community, and how black women, like, historically have been staying on code for black men and not saying or not admitting to when they're experiencing violence at the hand of a black man. Not to make violence a racial conversation, not trying to be divisive, but Megan is a black woman and she was shot by a black man. She says it herself. So we're talking about black men and black women in this video. One of the first things that she said that really stuck out to me, I have my notes, and she talks about how she spared him even though, you know, he shot him. He shot her. So they get pulled over by the cops and she's getting questioned, and even while she's getting questioned, she's still not telling the police officers that Tory Lanez shot her. They took her to the hospital. She still ain't saying nothing. She just, she even says that, I didn't know I got shot. So even in the presence of medical help, she still refrained from telling a doctor or a police officer that Tory Lanez shot her. That's such a big red flag for me. I understand, like, being a real bitch and, like, being on cold, but you were assaulted at the hands of a firearm, at the hands of a madman. We don't even know why he shot her. And me personally, I'm not the biggest fan of, like, we have to hear his side too. No, I don't really care to hear it, because no matter what happened in that vehicle, no one should have left that vehicle shot. Not even Tory. Like, no one should have left that vehicle shot. However, somehow someone ended up being shot. So I really want to, like, just have a conversation about why, as black women, we feel the need to protect or spare our black men. And she does draw a comparison between, like, she didn't feel comfortable talking to the police officers because there's so much going on in the world, especially violence towards black and brown men and women. She just felt like, if I say something, we're going to get shot. She also says that they had a gun in the car, so she didn't feel comfortable saying, I have a gun in the car. If I say that, we're definitely going to get shot. So there's a lot of just fear. And I don't blame her. I've never been shot, but I'm assuming it's a very traumatic experience, especially when you're getting shot by someone that you think is your friend. I don't think she intended to be shot that night, so she wasn't mentally prepared for it. However, I really, really wish she would have said something and not had spared him, even if she feels like this is not the proper time to be telling on black men because of, police brutality or, things like that. something, and I feel like I talked about this before on a previous video, something that Black women do, and I have done it too, is that we take the experiences of Black men, in this case we'll say George Floyd, and we latch onto those experiences, and we see our sons and our boyfriends and our brothers and our uncles in those experiences, and that dictates how we're going to engage with police officers or with law enforcement too. What I'm trying to say, or at least what I'm trying to get around to, is what happened to George Floyd was an atrocity. What happened to Breonna Taylor was an atrocity. What happened to Ahmaud Arbery was an atrocity. However, that is not you. It is a separate situation, and you shouldn't, I don't think it's a smart idea to carry the racial burden of Black people in law enforcement on your back as a Black woman, and then let that dictate your decision on how you're going to handle violence that's inflicted on you by the hands of a Black man. Does that make sense? I'm just, basically what I'm trying to say is, like, I know it sucks, everything that's happening in the world, but in this moment, you were shot, and I wholeheartedly believe you should have said something. Call me a snitch, whatever, but like, that was an attack on her life, and she didn't say anything because she wanted to spare him. Those are her words, not mine. Watch the video. She says that. She wanted to spare him. And me watching that, I'm like, why spare him? He didn't spare you when he shot you. And now you're on IG Live upset because people are dragging you, and basically because you're experiencing cyberbullying because they don't believe you, and you want them to believe you because you feel like you spared a Black man. Why aren't they having grace for me? It sucks. I genuinely feel bad for Meg, but I'm also like, you should have said something. I'm not saying she deserves this criticism. No, believe. If someone tells you they got shot, fucking believe them, okay? There's legit footage of her limping. So I believe she got shot. I just really wish she would have said something. All right, moving on. That's my take on that. So if you've noticed, yes, Tory has not said anything, at least not to my knowledge. If he has, please drop a link below or let me know and I'll watch it. But Tory hasn't said anything, but his team has been working behind the scenes, trying to discredit Megan's name and her credibility as a victim of gun violence. From some of the digging that I did, like I read an article by LA Times, the LA County District Attorney Office revealed on Wednesday that they are reviewing potential charges for this case. The prosecutor is also reviewing the case, so we don't know what's going to happen, if it's going to go to trial. But if they are planning for that, if Meg's defense team, if she has one, and Tory's defense team is planning for that, I'm not really sure if her IG video will do any good. If anything, it may do more bad than good. And that's definitely a critique that my buddy in law enforcement had. They said, Megan choosing to go online and doing this video doesn't help her case, because Tory's defense team can see that video and be like, well, you didn't comply with police, you knew he shot you, you didn't say anything. So I don't know if this is going to trial, but these are just some things to think about. It's really sad to see. I do want people to stop dragging Meg. I think they should stop dragging her. This is her reality, and none of us was there. I wasn't there, and it does sadden me to watch these IG videos, and you can tell just the pain and frustration in her voice and her body language. And it's frustrating to feel like people aren't taking you seriously. She was shot, and she's being clowned for it. That must be ridiculous. I'm the victim, and I'm being treated like a suspect, or I'm not being taken seriously. So please stop cyberbullying Meg Thee Stallion. It's not cool at all. I would love to hear you guys' thoughts on Black women staying on code for men. In this case, like I said, I'm really disappointed that she didn't say anything when she had the time to. Stop having grace for people that have no problem inflicting physical, mental, psychological, emotional abuse on you. I just can't. And her story, to me, actually feels familiar. I feel like I've had friends who've experienced abuse at the hands of their lovers, be it emotional, mental, or physical, and they've stayed on code for them. Granted, abuse is about power, and it's a big mental game. All I'm saying is if someone shoots you, you should tell. You should tell. Unless you are someone that is heavy into like street culture, gang culture, like that's actually your reality. I understand that there's a different set of code that you follow. But if you're a regular fucking person, please stop subscribing to no snitch culture. Like, you're regular. You're not like in a gang. You're not in the streets. Like, I hate to see this, like, this street credibility be, expressed by regular people who don't even know what that life is like anyway. So that's my thing. Oh, I wanted to say one last thing. In her video, I think she opens up saying like, I'm a good person. And I feel like, maybe that's what frustrates her the most, is that she probably really is a good person and this horrible thing is happening to her and no one's taking her seriously. But, bad things happen to good people all the time, and that doesn't make any of us exempt. I'm interested to see where this case goes. I'm interested to hear you guys' opinion on it. And I really do wish Meg the best. I really do. I think this whole thing is a mess, and it could have... I just wish it was handled differently. I knew something was going on, because remember when she... I haven't checked out her IG page, but... I think the day before she did the live, she posted a video of her ankle and the stitches showing that it was healing. And I saw that and I was like, oh my God, girl, like, you don't owe us any evidence, any proof at all. You don't. And it's just really sad that women feel like they have to like provide receipts when they come forward about experiencing abuse. And like I said, in Meg's case, she was shot. It's like recorded of her. We have evidence of her limping. She's not lying. And it sucks that she feels like she has to get on social media and prove herself to people who weren't there and who don't give a shit about her. All right. That's it. I was getting a little emotional. So let me know what you guys think about this bathroom video talking about Meg Thee Stallion's most recent IG video where she talks about, or where she confirms that Tory Lanez did shoot her. And let me know in the comments below. Peace.